Greetings everyone, and welcome to part 2 of C.O.P.S Week. Today we're going to talk about the DVD releases, taking a little more in-depth look at Volume 1, because I noticed I just kind of touched on things in my previous video, but didn't really go into detail, so I'd like to go into a little more detail this time. And talk about what we thought was never coming, but hoped and prayed that one day it would. Volume 2! Yes, the very long-awaited Volume 2 of C.O.P.S is finally available, and we're going to take a look at both of them today on the Multimedia Chronicles. Welcome back. Okay, so first up, I just wanted to say something right at the top here. A lot of people ask me why I do my videos in high definition when I clearly only have a standard definition camera. Well, the reason for that is very simple. All of the titles and graphical overlays that you see are actually rendered from the original project files in full 720p. So you actually do get that stuff in high definition. So even though I can't do the camera footage in high def, I put as much stuff in high def as I possibly can. So it allows me to give you much crisper, cleaner titles and really nice quality high resolution overlays, such as this. Yes, that's this. I thought for the purposes of this in-depth review, and so you could get a proper, good, high def look at everything, I'd actually do high resolution scans of the covers for you to accompany the review. Okay, so yeah, you can see that it did get a little bit crunched in the mail, unfortunately, and I was hoping the scan might hide that, but it didn't. Anyway, here's a look at the front, and then here's a look at the back. Front, back. So, pretty nice. So, Volume 1 has the first 22 episodes, and it has a lot of special features. If we actually, I'm just going to cover the whole screen here with the inside, shall we? There. So as you can see, you can probably read this for yourself. Disc 1, you've got the Case of the Stuck-Up Blimp, the Case of the Crime Circus, Case of the Baffling Bugman, Case of Berserko's Big Surprise, and the Case of the Bogus Justice Machines. With special features, we got C.O.P.S sketches and concept art, storyboard to screen comparison, the C.O.P.S opening title sequence, and concept paintings for the Case of the Stuck-Up Blimp. On Disc 2, we've got the Case of the Prison Break-In, the Case of the Partner in Crime, both parts of the Case of C.O.P.S File Number 1, the Case of the Blur Bandits, and the Case of the Bulletproof Waldo. And then again, we have more special features. We've got Crooks sketches and concept art, concept paintings from the Case of the Partner in Crime, original C.O.P.S PSAs for original C.O.P.S for Kids PSAs. Those are sort of like the, well, I described them in the previous one. They're sort of like the nice little moral, pro-social messages for the kids. And then on Disc 3, we've got the Case of the Blitz Attack, the Case of the Baby Bad Guy, the Case of the Thieving Robots, Case of the Highway Robbery, Case of the Crime Convention, and the Case of the Crook of the Thousand Faces. And then again, we've got special features. We have sketches and concept art for the vehicles, concept paintings for the Case of the Blitz Attack, and original C.O.P.S and more original C.O.P.S for Kids PSAs. In case you're wondering how many PSAs are on here, there's actually 3 for every disc that has the PSAs. And then finally, Disc 4, we've got the Case of the Super Shakedown, the Case of the Criminal Mall, the Case of the Big Bad Boxoids, the Case of the Half Pint Hero, and the Case of the Brilliant Berserko. And finally, the last batch of special features, we've got Empire City sketches and concept art, concept paintings from the Case of the Big Bad Boxoids, and the last 3 C.O.P.S for Kids PSAs that they put on the set. Now, I am told by some fans that there actually are a few more PSAs, but this anyway has the first 9, so not a bad batch of stuff. And I should mention actually the concept paintings for the specific episodes that they list here. I think they're kind of misnamed because they're not really concept paintings. They're actually background art from the episodes themselves. So it's actually really cool to be able to see nice stills of the actual background art used in the show. You can imagine, like with these old cartoons, which were of course all done by hand, there was just tons and tons of background art. I mean, because like every angle and every shot that you see is a completely original piece of artwork, you know? I mean, I'm sure they would reuse backgrounds here and there and stuff like that, but for the most part, it's all original artwork, and it's just, when you stop and think about it, I mean, one of these animated shows, it's just a staggering amount of man hours put into it. It's incredible. So if you want a closer look at the back of the gatefold, here it is for you. So there we got the basically the cover again, the spine, and then you've got on the top row you've got Bowser, Long Arm, and Bulletproof, and the bottom row you've got Sundown and Mainframe. And there you go. And that's that. And I already showed you the inside. I didn't scan this because this would take this wouldn't fit on my scanner. So anyway, whatever. You get the idea. So C.O.P.S Volume 1 overall, great set. I should mention also in preparation for this review, I actually marathoned both sets over the course of the past 2 days. So that's a grand total of 43 episodes and all the extras. So yeah, I definitely got C.O.P.S on the brain. Wow, apparently I have a lot more to say about the DVDs than I realized, so I'm gonna cut things off here, and we'll talk about Volume 2 in the next part, alright? So we're gonna split things up, and then there's actually a third segment after that. So, I mean, yeah, I'm gonna do one about these, which I'm sure you guessed already, so it's not really spoiling any surprise. But after I talk about these, I have a few other things that I want to say in addition to what I say about those. So there's going to be 3 parts talking about the DVDs. So basically C.O.P.S week is going to be a full week. We're going to have 5 solid videos. But you know what? I'm not going to make you wait between videos. I'm just going to post them all back to back. And, you know, you can get your C.O.P.S fix in full. Alright, so I'll see you next time where we'll talk about Volume 2, because I know that's the one you're really dying to hear about. And yeah, so until then, thanks for watching, and sayonara.